Hello students, we see the energy conservation techniques related in transformer. First of all, we see the parallel operation of transformer. In parallel operation of transformers, the second transformer is connected in parallel to supply the load in excess of the rating of an existing transformer. Sometimes in industrial or commercial premises also transformers are parallel to make power system more reliable, provide a better power quality, prevent voltage sag, meet additional load requirement. Electrical utilities prefer this aiming reliability and power quality while consumer remains online. Number of small rated transformers in parallel is recommended than a bigger rated electrical power transformer because advantages of small transformers over bigger power transformers are: first one is much improved reliability, second maximized availability of power, third maximized power system efficiency, and fourth is फ्लेक्झिबिलिटी. म्हणजेच पॅरलल ऑपरेशन ऑफ ट्रान्सफॉर्मरमध्ये काय केलेलं असतं तर सेकंड ट्रान्सफॉर्मर हा फर्स्ट ट्रान्सफॉर्मरच्या पॅरललमध्ये कनेक्टेड केलेला असतो. इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये किंवा कमर्शियलमध्ये ट्रान्सफॉर्मर्स आर पॅरलल कशासाठी केलेले असतात तर फर्स्ट म्हणजे मेक पॉवर सिस्टीम मोर रिलायबल. पॉवर सिस्टीम ही मोर रिलायबल करण्यासाठी ट्रान्सफॉर्मर्स हे पॅरललमध्ये कनेक्ट केलेले असतात. सेकंड इज प्रोव्हाइड अ बेटर पॉवर क्वालिटी. पॉवर क्वालिटी बेटर करण्यासाठी. त्यानंतर प्रिव्हेंट अ व्होल्टेज सॅग अँड मीट ॲडिशनल लोड रिक्वायरमेंट. याच्यासाठी कमर्शियलमध्ये त्याचबरोबर इंडस्ट्रीयलमध्ये ट्रान्सफॉर्मर्स हे पॅरललमध्ये कनेक्ट केलेले असतात. आता स्मॉल ट्रान्सफॉर्मर्स जे आपण पॅरललमध्ये कनेक्ट करतो त्याचे ॲडव्हान्टेजेस ओव्हर अ बिगर पॉवर ट्रान्सफॉर्मर काय आहेत बघा. फर्स्ट आहे मच इम्प्रूव्ड रिलायबिलिटी, सेकंड मॅक्झिमाइज्ड अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ पॉवर, थर्ड मॅक्झिमाइज्ड पॉवर सिस्टम इफिशियन्सी, अँड फोर्थ इज फ्लेक्झिबिलिटी. फर्स्ट मच इम्प्रूव्ड रिलायबिलिटी. If fault occurs and the transformer is tripped, other transformers in parallel shares the load and no interruption in power system. म्हणजेच काय, जर एखाद्या ट्रान्सफॉर्मरमध्ये जर फॉल्ट ऑकर झाला तर जे ट्रान्सफॉर्मर्स त्याच्या पॅरललमध्ये कनेक्टेड असतात ते त्याचे लोड शेअर करतात, ज्याच्यामुळे पॉवर सिस्टीममध्ये इंटरप्शन येत नाही. इफ लोड शेअरिंग इज नॉट डन, ट्रान्सफॉर्मर गेट्स ओव्हरलोडेड. म्हणजे जर लोड शेअरिंग नाही केलं तर ट्रान्सफॉर्मर्स हे काय होतात, ओव्हरलोड होतात. सेकंड, मॅक्झिमाइज्ड अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ पॉवर. इन केस एनी वन ऑफ ट्रान्सफॉर्मर फ्रॉम सेट ऑफ ट्रान्सफॉर्मर्स ऑपरेटिंग इन पॅरलल, इट कॅन बी टेकन आउट फॉर अ मेंटेनन्स. म्हणजे जर सेट ऑफ ट्रान्सफॉर्मर्स जे पॅरललमध्ये कनेक्टेड आहेत त्याच्यामधला एखादा ट्रान्सफॉर्मर जर फॉल्टी असेल किंवा एखादा ट्रान्सफॉर्मरचा जर मेंटेनन्स करायचा असेल तर ते आपण करू शकतो. टोटल इंटरप्शन ऑफ पॉवर इज अवॉइडेड ॲज अदर ट्रान्सफॉर्मर इन पॅरलल कंटिन्युअस टू सर्व. म्हणजेच जे पॉवर सिस्टीममध्ये टोटल इंटरप्शन होणार आहे ते आपण अवॉइड करू शकतो. का तर त्या ट्रान्सफॉर्मरचा जो लोड असेल तो अदर ट्रान्सफॉर्मर्स जे पॅरललमध्ये कनेक्टेड आहेत ते कंटिन्युअसली शेअरिंग करू शकतात. थर्ड, मॅक्झिमाइज्ड पॉवर सिस्टीम इफिशियन्सी. इलेक्ट्रिकल पॉवर ट्रान्सफॉर्मर्स ऑपरेट ॲट अ फुल इफिशियन्सी व्हेन दे आर फुल्ली लोडेड. म्हणजेच इलेक्ट्रिकल पॉवर ट्रान्सफॉर्मर जे आहेत ते मॅक्झिमम म्हणजे फुल लोडला मॅक्झिमम इफिशियन्सी देतात. When number of transformers are run in parallel, it is possible to use only those transformers which can serve the total demand by operating close to its rated capacity. With the increase in load, remaining transformers can be connected one by one to meet the demand. देअरफॉर सिस्टीम कॅन बी रन विथ अ मॅक्झिमम इफिशियन्सी. म्हणजेच काय आहे तर फुल लोडला ट्रान्सफॉर्मर हे मॅक्झिमम इफिशियन्सी देतात. पॅरलल ट्रान्सफॉर्मरमध्ये आपण काय करू शकतो, ज्या ट्रान्सफॉर्मर हे क्लोज टू रेटेड कपॅसिटी आहे ते आपण कनेक्ट करू शकतो. त्याचबरोबर जसे जसे आपण लोड इन्क्रीज करणार आहे त्याचबरोबर पॅरललमध्ये आपण ट्रान्सफॉर्मर्स 1 बाय 1 कनेक्ट करू शकतो की ज्याच्यामुळे सिस्टीमची इफिशियन्सी ही जास्त होईल. लास्ट वन इज अ फ्लेक्झिबिलिटी. The possibility of increase or decrease of demand in future can never be ignored in a power system. Provision of connection of parallel transformer to meet the increased demand keeps the system flexible. Installation of single transformer of greater capacity by forecasting future demand proves unnecessary investment which may be worth mostly may not. In case of decrease in demand, capital investment and its return can be balanced by simply removing the transformer. म्हणजेच काय आहे बघा, इन फ्युचरमध्ये त्या ट्रान्सफॉर्मरची किंवा त्या पॉवर सिस्टीमची जी डिमांड असेल ती इन्क्रीज असेल किंवा डिक्रीज असेल ते आपण इग्नोर करू शकत नाही. मग याचं प्रोव्हिजन म्हणून काय करू शकतो तर आपण ट्रान्सफॉर्मर्स हे पॅरललमध्ये कनेक्ट करू शकतो, ज्याच्यामुळे काय होईल की जर पॉवर सिस्टीमची डिमांड जर इन्क्रीज झाली तर आपण त्याच्यामध्ये पॅरलल ट्रान्सफॉर्मर कनेक्ट करू शकतो. त्याचबरोबर जर डिमांड डिक्रीज झाली तर आपण जे ट्रान्सफॉर्मर्स पॅरललमध्ये कनेक्ट केलेले आहेत ते आपण डिस्कनेक्ट करू शकतो. याच्याऐवजी जर आपण एकच सिंगल ट्रान्सफॉर्मर जास्त रेटिंगचा किंवा ग्रेटर कपॅसिटीचा कनेक्ट केला किंवा इन्स्टॉल केला तर त्याच्यामुळे इन फ्युचर ज्या या पॉवर सिस्टीमची डिमांड इन्क्रीज होईल किंवा डिक्रीज होईल त्याच्यासाठी कॅपिटल इन्व्हेस्टमेंट जी आपल्याला घालावी लागणार आहे ती खूप असेल. आणि अशा वेळी आपल्याला जर आपली डिमांड जर डिक्रीज झाली तर आपल्याला पॅरलल ट्रान्सफॉर्मर्स डिस्कनेक्ट करू शकतो, पण एकच हाय रेटेडचा ट्रान्सफॉर्मर असेल तर तो आपल्याला डिक्रीज करता येणार नाही. नाउ सी द कनेक्शन ऑफ पॅरलल ऑपरेशन ऑफ ट्रान्सफॉर्मर. In this figure we see the connections of parallel operation of a transformer. Primary windings are connected to supply bus bars and secondary windings are connected to load bus bar. Conditions which must be fulfilled for parallel operation of transformer are, this is most important point, conditions which must be fulfilled for parallel operation of transformer. म्हणजे जर आपल्याला ट्रान्सफॉर्मर्स हे पॅरललमध्ये कनेक्ट करायचे असतील तर त्यासाठी कोणकोणत्या कंडिशन्स आहेत बघा. फर्स्ट, सेम KVA रेटिंग. सेकंड, सेम पर्सेंटेज इम्पिडन्स अँड X/R रेशो. थर्ड, सेम व्होल्टेज रेशो अँड टर्न रेशो. Fourth, same polarity. Next one is same phase sequence in case of three-phase transformers. Then same phase angle shift. And last one is the same frequency. Now we see the conditions for parallel operation of transformers. First, same voltage ratio and turns ratio. If voltage ratio of two transformers connected in parallel with same primary supply is different, a difference in secondary voltage will be caused. Now, when secondaries are connected to the same load bus, there will be circulating current in not only in the secondary but also in primary due to that. Internal impedance of transformer is so small that even little voltage difference circulates high current, which also causes highly undesirable I bar R losses. Now second, percentage impedance and X by R ratio. Transformers may have same per unit impedance and different X by R ratio. Note that same per unit impedance and different X by R ratio. Same percentage impedance implies load sharing in proportion to their KVA rating. If X by R ratios are different, total line current will not appear to be the same sum of transformer currents, which implies reduced combined capacity. Now third one is same polarity. When same input power is being fed to the transformer and instantaneous direction of EMF induced in the secondary of the two transformers are opposite to each other, transformers are in opposite polarity. If polarities of parallel connected transformers are not same, large circulating current flows in transformer but no load is fed. Then same phase sequence. This condition is mandatory to be followed in parallel connection of three-phase transformers. Incorrect phase sequence causes short circuit of each pair of phase in every cycle. And last one is same KVA rating. Load sharing of parallel connected transformers depends on KVA rating. Transformers with same KVA rating share the equal load. If transformers with different KVA rating are connected in parallel, load division will be uneven such that each transformer will carry load in proportion to their rating. Now see, the second is load sharing. First see the diagram of load sharing. Here we connected the two impedances, that is Z1 and Z2 are in parallel, and then connected the load. Assuming no load voltages of both the secondaries are same as E2, the above figure shows the two impedances are in parallel. Let Z1 and Z2 are transformers impedances, I1, I2 respective currents. V2 is a terminal voltage and IL is load current. Then for parallel condition, I1 Z1 is equal to I2 Z2 is equal to IL Z12, where Z12 is Z1 Z2 divided by Z1 plus Z2. For I2 is equal to IL into Z12 by Z2. You see, the Z2 Z2 are cancelled and we get the I2 is equal to IL into Z1 divided by Z1 plus Z2. Now we multiply both the sides of equation 1 and 2 by V2. We get V2 I1 is equal to V2 IL into Z2 by Z1 plus Z2, and V2 I2 is equal to V2 IL Z1 by Z1 plus Z2, where V2 IL into 10 raised to minus 3 is equal to S is KVA of combined load. Then load shared by each transformer is given by S1 is equal to S into Z2 by Z1 plus Z2, and S2 is equal to S into Z1 by Z1 plus Z2. Okay, now say for equal load sharing, it's important to wound the transformers with same turns ratio, have equal percentage impedance of transformers, and resistance to reactance be equal. Parallel operation of transformers achieve the benefits such as overall demand load is lowered to the directly of loads connected to various transformers, and possibility of disconnection of unloaded transformers reduces electricity losses in a transformers. Now we see the isolating transformer. Usually electrical transformers are used to either step up or step down the voltage. It hardly does anything to minimize the crossing of noise or transients from primary to secondary. Circuit impedance can be changed by using transformer to reduce short circuit current or to insulate between two systems. Except auto transformers, in any transformers there is no direct connection between primary and secondary winding. Only magnetic flux connects the windings. Only a basic separation exists between primary and secondary is as shown in this figure first, and this figure second shows the separation transformer having only a physically separated primary and secondary. Certain level of protection against electrical shock is provided by insulation between the primary and secondary winding. Increasing the insulation between the primary and secondary winding, a step ahead isolation transformer is formed. म्हणजेच काय तर जनरली काय केलेलं असतं तर प्रायमरी आणि सेकंडरी वाइंडिंग जे ट्रान्सफॉर्मरचे आहेत त्यांच्यामध्ये कोणतंही इन्सुलेशन नसतं ते फक्त, आणि त्यांच्यामध्ये कोणतंही डायरेक्ट कनेक्शनही नसतं. फक्त काय असतं तर मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्सचं कनेक्शन असतं. आयसोलेशन ट्रान्सफॉर्मरमध्ये काय केलेलं असतं तर प्रायमरी आणि सेकंडरी वाइंडिंग्समध्ये जे इन्सुलेशन असतं ते इन्क्रीज केलेलं असतं. The insulation between the two windings gives a protection level of double insulation against a shock. In case of contact with the exposed conductive part and the line parts simultaneously, this separation minimizes the risk. Protection against the dangers of electric shock. Transmission of DC signal from one circuit to another can be blocked by isolation transformers. Isolation transformers are frequently used to isolate the machine from the remaining installation. This avoids loss of power if first insulation fault occurs. Okay. Now we see the periodic maintenance of a transformer. The transformer demands less care as compared to other electrical equipments, though periodical inspection and maintenance are necessary. The extent of maintenance and periodicity of inspection vary with the capacity of the transformers. Information collected through periodical tests on transformer provides an alarm for approaching service issues. Also, effective interpretation of maintenance records makes the prediction of imminent failure. Periodic inspection and remedial methods of maintenance takes care of regions of transformer losses which may lead to efficiency decrease and energy waste. The periodic maintenance of transformers are follows. First one is breather silica gel. Second, insulation oil. Third, fan motors and oil pump motors. Fourth, cooler in water cooled transformer. Then fifth, cables, terminal box and control panel. Then sixth, bushings. Seventh, dissolved gas analysis. And last one is winding resistance. Now we say the breather silica gel periodicity is once every half year. म्हणजेच हाफ इयरमधून एकदा याचं मेंटेनन्स करणं गरजेचं आहे. मेथड कलर ऑफ सिलिका जेल इज चेक्ड इन ब्रीदर ड्यू टू मॉइश्चर इन ब्रीदर्ड एअर. म्हणजेच काय करायचं आहे तर ब्रीदरमधला जो सिलिका जेल आहे त्याचा कलर आपल्याला चेक करायचा आहे. ॲक्शन सिलिका जेल इज ड्राईड आउट और एक्सचेंज इट as turned to ink. जे सिलिका जेल जर कलर जर चेंज झालेला असेल तर तो आपल्याला ड्राईड आउट करायचा. नाउ सेकंड इज इन्सुलेशन ऑइल. पिरियॉडिसिटी इज एव्हरी 1 year. Method dielectric strength of oil is measured with an oil tester to check it is more than 40 kV per 2.5 mm gap. Moisture content of oil is checked whether satisfactory to criteria or not by automatic volumetric Carl Fisher titration method. Acid value of oil is checked and compared with criteria from standard values chart. Action: if dielectric strength of oil is not satisfactory, filtering and disgassing is preferred. Our third one is fan motors and oil pump motors. Periodicity is once in couple of years. म्हणजेच 2 वर्षातून एकदा. Method: insulation resistance of fan motor and oil pump motor is measured by using 500 volt Megger. Temperature rise of oil pump motors is checked. It should be less than 10 degrees Celsius. Actions to be taken is if insulation resistance is found to be 2 mega ohm, load current balance is checked and interior of fan motor is dried out. If temperature rise is more than 10 degrees Celsius, insulation resistance, winding resistance and 3-phase balancing of load current is checked. Now we see the cooler in water cooled transformer. Periodicity once in every couple of years, म्हणजे 2 वर्षातून एकदा. Method: cooling tubes are checked for scales deposited on the inner side. If scales are allowed to deposit, it reduces water flow which causes excess heating of transformer even at normal loads. Action: if scales are found accumulated inside cooling tubes, cleaned up. Now we see the cables, terminal box and control panel. Periodicity once in every year. Method: Insulation resistance of cable is measured with Megger and also checked for crack. Proper functioning of switches, lamps is observed as per schematic diagrams. Tightness of control wiring connections. Control cabinet and terminal box is checked for water tightness. Actions: if cable is found, defective tape is wound or replaced. If any part is found functioning improperly, it is replaced with the new one. Loose bolts are tightened. Worn out rubber gaskets are replaced with a new one. Now see the bushings. Periodicity once in every 2 years. Method: insulation resistance and tan delta is checked to evaluate deterioration of insulation. Terminals are checked if they are loose, causes excessive heating. Local damages are checked if any or oil leak in the bushing. Also check for dust, dirt, salt, etc. accumulated on bushing. Actions: tan delta testing is done, though it's a tough job as bushing needs to be taken out from the transformer. Evaluation in this regard should not be based solely on values obtained but also values got each year and variation among them. Large discrepancy demands change. If terminals are loose, bolts are tightened or clamping of the terminals may be changed. Various pieces of bushings are checked for oil leaks. If found leaking through gasket, it is tightened or replaced. Dirt, dust on the bushing is cleaned up with water, ammonia or carbon tetrachloride. In case of more dirt, concentrated HCl acid diluted more than 40 times in water is used. For these actions, also transformers has to be taken out of the service. Now see the dissolved gas analysis. Periodicity is every 6 months. Method: analysis of gases dissolved in oil is done periodically. Oil is taken from the transformer using an appropriate airtight container. Dissolved gases are extracted from the oil and analysis is performed. Action: after obtaining the quantities of combustible gases, evaluations of pinpointed location and type of trouble which may occur in a transformer. Winding resistance. Periodicity is once in every year. Method: resistance of winding is measured by bridge method. Oil pumps should be operated while measuring the winding resistance it provided. Simultaneously, temperature is also recorded. Actions: if winding resistance amended to a particular temperature is found different than the previously obtained data, it is given priority and an investigation is conducted in detail. The disciplined analysis of test, inspections and periodic tests will give assurance of optimum transformer performance. Thank you.